Karamazov Brothers is certainly one of my favorite novels. To be honest, it was painful to read it, but my effort paid back. Dostoevsky is the master of building, creating characters. His characters are very realistic, very human, that they became immortal and timeless. All of us have met a Dmitri, an Ivan, or a Father Karamazov. What Dostoevsky does is diving in a human soul and try to find the boundaries between evil and good, moral and immoral, idealism and opportunism. But what I love most in Karamazov Brothers and in Dostoevsky's work in general is that he's not afraid of questioning his own beliefs. For example, he's religious, but in this novel and in his novels in general, humans are let alone and they try to survive without any divine help. However, God's absence doesn't make him less religious, doesn't disappoint him. On the contrary, he tries even harder to find God, not far away in an absurd universe, but within humans, in human soul. And moreover, Karamazov Brothers is an ancestor of crime fiction literature. It is a whodunit story, and more than that, a why-done-it story. I would say that it is the first existential crime fiction novel. Okay, then Albert Camus' The Plug. This is the novel that has influenced me the most. Here Camus creates a collapsing universe where humans try to stand on their feet. The authorities prefer to ignore the plug until it is very late, and even then they play down the dangers and the consequences of it. So the humans are desperately alone and helpless, and as the situation worsens, they start gradually losing everything, their routines, their houses, their beloved ones, and then they start doubting about everything as well, about their faith, their ideologies, the meaning of life. And there is the Camus message, what he tries to tell us. Even when everything collapses around you, you should not just survive, but you should try to live with dignity and enjoy life. And this is a very important message, I think. And although Camus had in his mind the Second World War when he was writing this novel, The Plug really reminds me of what we experience nowadays. And last but not least, Antonio Tabucchi's Pereira maintains. This is a not very well-known novel, but it is certainly a masterpiece. It is a humble masterpiece because its main character, Pereira, is humble too. He's an old fat journalist who lives in Salazar's Portugal in 1930s. He's ill, he's depressive, he's lonely, and also he's religious, he's conservative and apolitical. And he's afraid of death, and more importantly, he's afraid of afterlife, until he meets a young man and his beautiful girlfriend who are full of life. But at the same time they are rebellious, and they join resistance against Salazar's authoritarian regime. And Pereira wonders why someone who loves life would put it in danger. And this question is the beginning of very impressive transformation. A revolution takes place in Pereira's mind, a very silent revolution that no one notices, and it doesn't really changes anything else than Pereira himself. And this is what Tabucchi says through this novel, and it is a very important message as well, that sometimes it's much more difficult and much more important and essential to do a small change, as it is to change yourself, than to try to change the world at once. And if we followed the example of Pereira, then we would be able to build a better future.